Hello everybody and welcome to our Before the Bell in 3D session. Today is May 8th, which is week 19, 2023, and as always we are getting together on the Mondays to prepare for the week ahead by looking at the markets, looking at what's happening to 5 very important key markets, which you will see in a moment as I scroll down on our newsletter here, which are the S&P 500, crude oil, gold, the US dollar, and the bakkt Bitcoin. Understanding what's happening to these 5 markets definitely puts us in a very good position to identify market opportunities, understand market context, and be able to do a better job as a trader or investor or even a hedger. Anyway, with all of this said, let's begin our session. And I'm going to alternate from time to time between the newsletter that you can see in front of your screen here and the real-time charts. So I'm going to start with the S&P. And the first thing I want to do is move here to the real-time chart. We call our sessions the 3D commentary, isn't it? So 3D means that we're going to look at 3 different dimensions to understand what's happening to these markets. The first one is going to be the climate. We utilize a tool called AutoClimate for that purpose. AutoClimate is available on our website. It's a free tool, actually. And this tool is telling us, based on statistics, what is likely going to happen to the price movement of this market. Are we in a up climate, down climate? Is it sunny, rainy, time to trade, no time to trade? Based on statistics, computers process data better than humans. So instead of being biased or reinventing the wheel, we just rely on statistical data. It's certainly a powerful reference when trading. So in this case today, we can see that we have a blue dot on the very right side of the chart. That blue dot represents, if I go back to the newsletter, that blue dot represents an up climate, have a thumbs up climate, but careful with that up climate because it's not as strong as other climates. Notice if I zoom in how this is a thin dot versus other dots that are thick. So when the dot is thin, it means that there is a directional component, which it's up being blue, but at the same time, the directional component, it's not strong enough to imply or suggest that, statistically speaking, we may have a continuation. So we may just have a little bit of a ranging market until the climate defines itself better. Now, in order for the market to define itself and for the market to continue either moving higher or lower, we need what we call UFOs. UFOs, that stands for on-field orders. And we got the green ones, like the one on the screen here, located between 4939.5 and 393700. And we got the red ones, which I'm going to show you on the screen in a moment, up here, which is 42.95.5 and 42.58.0. So those UFOs represent buy and sell on field orders. The expectation is that if the market comes to the red, the sell on field orders kick in, creating sell pressure and bringing this market down. And when it comes to the green, the buy on field orders get filled, they kick in, creating buying pressure, moving the market to go back higher. So those UFOs are indeed very powerful when setting entries or exits, or even both, depending on your trading methods. You can use that by itself, you can use it combined. We have a patent on this technology and it's indeed powerful, but again, this is to be used in the context of a specific trading plan. So the values for the buy orders, 40.39.5, 42.58 is the sell orders. And because they are a little bit away from the current price, to be honest, this together with the fact that the climate is unconfirmed with a thin dot, really means that, to be honest, anything could happen to the S&P, either going up or down, until either the climate defines itself or new on-field orders show up on the screen. And now we got a specific force leading to a trading opportunity that could be of a higher probability. So far, the S&P is a little bit undecided, and we may need a day or two in the middle of the week. That's when we may get to see a little bit more confirmation for what's the market condition, and therefore, is there an opportunity or not. Daily moves, weekly moves, and monthly moves are expected to be 44 points plus, 98 plus points, and 205 plus points for the day, for the week, or for the month. And this is taken out of looking at the options on the S&P 500 index, looking at the implied volatility of such options, and then we reverse engineer the options pricing models to conclude this is the expected move built in the prices of the options, which tells us about the volatility. And those are your three dimensions: the climate, the UFOs, and the volatility. So now that I spent a little bit of time going through the rationale behind those tools, I'm going to move a little faster when going through the remaining markets. The next one in line is crude oil. That's the S&P. I'm just going to click on CL 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Here we go. Here are the on-field orders. Here's the climate. And the one thing that we can see is that we are in a red climate with sell on field orders located at 74.53, buy on field orders located at 69.84. And notice we are getting very close to the sell on field orders. So when looking at our newsletter, which by the way is free for subscription for all of you guys, so you can see the climate is down as I just described, sell on field orders located at 74.53 as I just described, buy on field orders located at 69.84 as I just described. Again, you could certainly go to our website, subscribe to these trading technologies, and this would certainly help you to trade more and better. In the meantime, if you are just looking at these markets with just curiosity and not real intention to trade, hopefully the newsletter is doing a good job at giving you the values for you to start looking and realizing what matters in trading. So daily expected move, 1.67 points a day, 3.68 points a week, 7.67 points a month, either up or down. That is the expected move extracted from the options prices, options on crude oil futures. Next market in line is gold. And notice that I am picking up speed here as I go through various markets. So with gold, 1, 2, 3, here we go. So we have an up climate, which is confirmed. Now, having said that, for this market, for this climate to continue, which is likely, the real force that would add many more odds for this to continue is to find out buy UFOs, around the current price. Well, we don't have buy UFOs around the current price. The buy UFOs are located at 1942.5, which may imply that this market needs to take a little bit of a break, a little bit of a pause, go back down, and then from there go back up again. Statistically speaking, the normal duration of an up climate is 6.28 candles. We've been in this climate for 4 blue dots, and therefore a couple more days going up or flat is to be expected. From there, given the fact that there are no more green UFOs unless we drop to 1942, I would say, we may need to retest that price point before we have another healthy push to the upside. Now, those pushes, those price movements are expected to be at a certain speed, which is 23 points a day, 51, almost 52 points a week, 108 points plus per month, either up or down. And this is extracted by looking at the options on gold futures contracts. Next market in line is the US dollar. Probably the most relevant market in the world because almost everything is priced in US dollars in the financial markets, almost everything which is relevant, and the large markets, including the decentralized markets like cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, and things like that. So anyway, so what do we have? We have sell on field orders located at 101.64 in the context of a down climate. So if the dollar goes up, probably we're going to see a reaction to those sell on field orders and get to see the dollar go back lower. When it comes to buy on field orders, it would take for the dollar to drop all the way to 97.85. That's where the next pocket of significant buy on field orders is located. And let's face it, if that was to be the case, that dollar comes here, gives a kiss to the red UFO, and then we see a beautiful price movement like it happened before on the dollar to the downside until we get to the next green UFO. Again, this may have a major impact in many markets. We may see equities going up in a significant way. We may see Bitcoin rally to the next level, maybe to 40,000. So again, this is indeed a very, very important market condition to be observed, or even more interestingly, to be taken advantage of, depending on your trading methods, but the opportunity is there. So market climate, it's down on the dollar. Sell on field orders 101.64, buy on field orders 97.85. Expected moves 0.51 points a day, 1.12 points a week, 2.33 points per month. That is the expected move out of looking at options on currencies and looking at the implied volatility and reverse engineering the pricing models and then presenting that data to you, which represents what should happen what is the one standard deviation move, which is something that should happen in 68.2 plus percent of the times. Bitcoin futures is the next market that we're going to observe. We are dealing with an up climate, which may be very likely change any moment. The up climate presents as well sell-on field orders of 29,000. The current price of this market, it's almost there. 28,900 is the price of Bitcoin. Depending on the Bitcoin chart that you're charting, you may actually be inside this price zone, and therefore that's why I'm talking about this climate potentially changing, because while we are in an up climate, we just hit significant amounts of sell on field orders. So if those on field orders are gonna hold the price and move it down, so then we need to see Bitcoin to go down all the way to 24,800, which is where the next buy UFO is right here. Speed of movement extracted from the options prices on Bitcoin is 1,000 plus points a day. That's the expected move. 2,380 points a week, almost 5,000 points in a month. That is the expected move. And we just went over the 5 key markets I wanted to mention. I would also like to mention the 3 pillars that support what we do. Some of you watching this live stream today, or maybe you're watching this recorded, may know us very well, and you know what we do. If you are new to our community, very quick, just know that we are a trading technology provider. We have patented trading technologies. You've seen me use auto climate, auto UFOs. All of those are technologies which are quite powerful for traders or investors or even hedgers. And while our technology is great, we're also strong believers when it comes to being properly prepared to trade. If our technology, let's say, is the best in the world, but we don't teach you how to use it, then we are not serving you 100% well. That's why we have courses where you can learn more about how trading works, how to use our technology in the context of trading, multiple methods. And then we do live trading together, which is the coaching, where we get together. You can see more information about all of this on our website. We get together, we trade live, we do coaching live, we do open meetings, we do all sorts of things, so we can support you as you are developing a skill, which is basically you got the knowledge from the courses, you practice, that's your skill, but during the practice time, of course, you need support as well, isn't it? So that's what we do in a nutshell. And finally, before we complete our review today, I wanted to mention about the economic calendar, which is fairly short this week, even though you can see, of course, on Thursday there is a very important day for England with a monetary policy report from the Bank of England. A pretty interesting day as well on Wednesday in the US with a CPI. Of course, it's all about inflation these days, right? Everybody's paying attention to that. So those are indeed important informations. And again, consumer sentiment, which has to do with inflation, as well as the GDP in the UK. So this week seems to be it's all about the US and the UK. A little bit of consumer prices in Europe as well. Of course, that's relevant too. But again, I would say the focus this week is UK and US. Last one, quick visual of our Mystery to Mastery series book. If you like to read, I'm pretty sure you're going to appreciate this one. If you don't like to read, certainly the book still has value for you, believe it or not, because with the book you have access to a free online course, and you also get access to 3 months of UFOs. So certainly this could be useful to everybody. And while the book is about forex trading, this book actually it's powerful to trade whatever you trade, no matter what, because everything we trade is a currency. Even if you trade futures, even if you trade stocks, in the end it's a currency. So even if you don't plan to trade foreign exchange, this book can certainly also help you to be a better trader. So it's out there, and we're proud to say that we've been designated #1 new release in Amazon in multiple categories, and you can just click on the link on our newsletter to go and find a book. If not, you can just Google Mystery to Mastery series in any bookstore, and you'll find us either in paperback or ebook format as well. So with all of this said, we are done for today. As always, it's been my pleasure to spend some time with you preparing for the week ahead. Thank you so much for joining me. Anything that you may need, just contact us either by emailing us, or you can also use our questions page, which is tradewithufos.com/questions, which this page will bring you to a place where we have a beautiful forum with many, many questions that you have answers there waiting for you already. But on top of that, you can also post your own questions, as you can see here below. And once you post your own questions, so then the community will give you answers, either other traders in our community or our support team, of course. You guys take care, trade well, see you in the next one. And again, thank you for joining me. Take care, everybody.